Good morning, everyone. How you doing? This is Biz Chicks TV. This is the place where you can find tips and tools to help you do business better. We're here to help you run a profitable business that's fun to run. And you know what? It's Monday, and because it's Monday, I just want to do something before we get started.
We're
And
good. Yeah.
okay, we want to welcome everybody to the clubhouse. Those of you watching live, we just want to say, ha, 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 ha. I hope you're having a great day. You know what? Sometimes we just need to take time out to laugh and enjoy the day. I am
Mhm.
so grateful. I'm just, something. Sometimes things can be so overwhelming that we just need to take time and just take time and laugh. It's like, you know what? Here we go, Lord. So I
Every
just hope
day
you
is
are enjoying the day as much as I am. Fran, how you doing today?
I'm doing really well.
Good, good, good. Today is coffee, tea, thoughts, and conversations. And,
Yes, they are. Hey, Dennis, say good to see you.
and how have you been? Yes. We hope that you are having a great day just like we are. Because my thing, Fran, is every day I get to see is a good one. You know?
Yes,
So
it is.
welcome, 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 everybody. We are
Well,
started. Go ahead, Fran.
now today is a good day, and we're talking about you can't move forward without this. You're not going to be able to do anything that you're looking to do without this thing. Without this, none of it works. The
Mhm.
strategies don't work, the tips and tools and everything that people tell you. Okay, you do this, you know how they give you a recipe. Okay, the challenges, you know how this is the month of challenges. There's the hydrate challenge and the gym challenge and the challenge. But none of those things will kick in and work for you without this one thing. And I know I'm building up suspense for a reason. You cannot move forward without this one thing. Anybody want to guess what the one thing is? Dana, say you want to guess? And because everything in life wraps around this.
Mm, okay.
Every little part of our lives. Yeah, that would be a good answer, Dana say, but he even with that with God,
Mm-hmm.
you still cannot do this one thing, even though you have God. Okay, ready with it? Do I need a drum roll? I don't have a drum roll kit up in here.
Okay. Ta-da!
The right frame of mind. If you do not have the right frame of mind, you will not move forward. I don't care what it is. I don't care what it is that you are trying to do. If you do not have the right frame of mind, you will not move forward. Hey, Pat, if you don't have the right frame of mind, you cannot move forward. I don't care how we try. We try to get a lot of external help, and we talk to coaches, and we talk to lots of different people, uh, coaches and mentors, and all of these different people. They can't even help you without the right frame of mind. And Dana say she was saying God and the Holy Spirit. Well, they can't even help you if you don't have the right frame of mind.
Mhm.
If you don't, like she says on there, um, believe, because there are promises that have been extended to us.
Mhm.
And if we don't believe the promise, that's our state of mind, and we're not going to benefit from the promise.
True.
If Terry said, I'm going to buy you a dress, or I'm going to make you a dress. And she's, her word is good. But if I don't believe that, and I start, you know, she's going to do what she says, but I can walk off. Oh, she's not going to do it. So I'm just not going to even bother. And you walk away.
Mm-hmm.
Many people have walked away from many an opportunity because of their frame of mind.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That is so true. That is
Oh,
so.
they can't be talking to me.
Mhm. Or that was for someone else. And we can, and oftentimes we can believe for someone else.
Yep. And you'll go and make stuff happen for other people. But when it comes down to you, then all of a sudden it's like, well,
It's okay. I'm okay, Lord. Or I'm okay. I'll get through it. I'll figure it out. Or,
oh,
you
I
know,
don't need that. Or
hope. Or I'm okay.
I, I was listening to something this morning and they were saying that people, when you do the scary thing,
Mm-hmm.
because when you say, well, it's too hard or I can't do it, you just, the frame of mind is there saying that you can't do it, but you still need to push forward. The scary thing might be to look at your financial statements, look
Mm-hmm.
at the bills that came in,
Mm-hmm.
instead of shoving them all in a box somewhere. And I just won't. What was Scarlett O'Hara? I shall not think of that today.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Well, that's not doing the scary thing. That's not confronting the issue. Um, and if we keep putting it off and keep, our frame of mind will become the habit of, I'm not going to do it.
Mm-hmm. Now, Denise,
Dana say,
Dana says that there is the problem. We need to learn to know you're worthy of whatever it is.
yeah.
It lies in our thought life.
And in our frame of mind.
Therein lies the problem. Yes.
In my frame of mind, do I believe that I'm worthy? Just because something that, um, adverse to you happened does not mean that you're not worthy of better.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So the
Or just because somebody said you're not worthy,
right.
don't receive that.
Mm-mm. And your frame of mind has got to be, I am worthy of this particular thing, whatever it is. If you believe that, but how do you? Now the question becomes, how do you change your frame of mind?
Mm-hmm.
Renovate, like, framing on a house, you
Mm-hmm.
need to have a structure in place. So when you're building a house, they lay the foundation with the cement, and they do all the geological studies to make sure that the ground is sound, and then they spray off the lines, and they put in the whatever things they need to create the foundation. They pour the foundation, they put it and make sure that it's a sound foundation. Then they put up the framing.
Mm-hmm.
The framing goes up and it holds together everything else. The framing holds together the walls, the roof, the windows, all of the different parts of the house. The framing is there. Without the framing, what are you going to hang the house on? You can't put a window when there's no frame.
And it supports all the arches inside the house,
Right.
supports the beams, supports the floors. Mm-hmm.
So you're framing, your mindset being the frame of who you are,
Oh, I just
supports you.
yes, it's like when you call the electrician and you ask for an estimate. He says, "I don't know what I'm gonna find when I get behind this wall."
Right. And you can't, you sometimes we're gonna, when stuff is not working properly, we have to dig down and find out what is going on. There's something, there mold back up in there or something, and you got to
Not
open up the wall, get to the framing, find out if it is. Now, a lot of times you can, when you get in there, you can clear up the drywall,
Mhm.
but you want to make sure the framing is still in good position, it's still intact. Because if the framing is not intact, that whole building is subject to not be good.
Mhm.
Here in California, we have earthquakes. So they had every building in the city go in and put what is the little X to to
The supports.
to
Uh-huh.
yes, to enhance, to
Oh,
reinforce the
reinforced.
framing,
Okay. Mhm.
against earthquakes. You
Okay.
know, the distractions and the other stuff that happens in life and stuff that comes to shake you up.
Mhm.
Or is your framing reinforced?
Uh-huh.
It needs to be, because we have homes around here from the 1800s, which some of those are probably in better condition than the ones they built in
Okay.
2022 or 2020. But is the framing together, which is, yes, you need to have the foundation, but the framing, your frame of mind, the way you're thinking, does it lead you to your destination, or
Mhm.
does it keep you stuck where you are?
Wow.
You just kind of like, I haven't moved off this place, because you'll take a step forward. You know how they say 2 steps forward, 3 steps back, or whatever, because that's the frame of mind that's at work at that point, when you're trying to move forward and then you back up.
Mhm.
You move forward and then you back. Well, there's something going on where you can't push past something that's that's in front of you. It's got something to do with the frame of mind. And then we have a comment from Dana Say. She says, sometimes we believe we have to be confident and knowledgeable to start, and don't realize you become those things while in the process. I'm changing what I'm saying to myself as I begin.
Mhm.
Very good, Dana Say. You are absolutely right. Start,
Mhm.
move forward, start going, and do the thing that scares you. And a lot of times, the only reason that we're scared is because we don't have enough information about whatever it is.
Mhm. Mhm.
So you can move forward, and you pick up a book, and you pick up the things that you need to erase the fear. And sometimes fear is just okay. We can give ourselves reasons for why we are not doing something, and those reasons all stem from fear. Here lately, I've been talking about the fear of success,
Mhm.
and I realized I was afraid to succeed, and I was like, why am I not moving for? Oh, one, my major thing was because I didn't want to be associated with the negative connotation of success that I saw. For other people, it might be they're afraid to mismanage the money, and well, don't mismanage the money. Get yourself someone that's going to help you manage the money. Get a bookkeeper, get a trusted money manager, so you don't hold back your success and your wealth because you don't go you so I'm not going to so the thought was, I'm not going to make any money, therefore I won't lose any.
Mhm.
But then you can't do what you wanted to do. Or I want to move forward and make money, but I don't trust myself with money. So get someone to help you. Or I want to move forward, but I don't know how to read a budget sheet. I don't know how to do that financial stuff. I don't know how to do the investment. I don't know how to do. Okay, so if you don't know how, is is the trigger for the I don't know how is, I will go and learn how. I will learn. Instead of I don't know, I need to learn how. I
Mhm.
need to find out how to do this. Sometimes we don't want to put forth the effort that it's going to take to find out what we need to know. Why? Because now I got to add another portion of my day. I got to make room, make what is it? Create space in my day to go learn that thing.
I'm going to have to sacrifice something or change something.
Change something, and it may need to change ultimately for a long period of time. You may need to get rid of something else that's not serving you, or
Mm,
you just need to get in there and make a change. There's a lot of things that we're doing that is not serving the purpose for which we've been called, and we're just doing stuff. And you, like someone said today, you're just photocopying your day over and over again, and you're not
moving forward. You
moving forward.
know, wow. It's like that movie, The First Date, where he had a brain
50
injury.
first dates.
She kept reliving the same day over and over again.
Right. That's not making progress. You wake up the next morning and you're doing it again. That right there is not good. So changing our frame of mind will help us move forward. How do I change my frame of mind? I need to get some new information. I need to change my environment. Where have I been hanging out? Are
Mm.
these same people stuck in the same cycle I'm in?
I think about that like um this weekend. One of the grandchildren had a birthday, and so they took the children to the science museum. We have a new science museum here in Sacramento, and it's very interactive. I thought that was a brilliant idea because they saw something new.
Mm-hmm.
It worked for all ages because the birthday girl's 10 and the other children in the family are 15, 13, and 8 and 2. Okay. So it's like, that's a large spread. But when you do something like that, everybody can enjoy it. It's economical and it lets them see something different.
New perspectives.
You're building um, young men who know where to take a girl on a date.
New perspectives, new information. Um, the tragedy of television, I think, is that people get roped into somebody else's vision. They're sitting there giving the attention to someone else's vision. And
Mhm,
it's okay for a few things, like you're going to listen at someone that is motivating you, or your digital mentors, and you're watching them for inspiration. But at some point, you need to get up and start doing.
mhm. Or short bouts of entertainment. It's
Sure.
economical
Yes. Right.
to entertain yourself. But if you are sitting there for hours and hours and hours and hours, and then you get roped into soap operas and series, and you know what I mean, this can go on, and before you know it, you have wasted a lot of time where you could
Right.
have been getting some new information to help you grow and move forward.
Yeah. So your frame of mind is the catalyst, is the thing for it all. Because whatever you believe in your mind, that's what you're going to have, that's what you're going to do. You either will take an opportunity or pass on an opportunity based on your frame of mind. And you may not know, and you would, okay, let's say it this way: you'll recognize an opportunity, take an opportunity, or reject an opportunity based on your frame of mind.
Mm-hmm.
Some people can't even see the opportunity because the clutter of the mind. The frame of mind is like, have you seen, I guess, pictures where the person is so I'm going to say browbeaten, or so under the thumb of someone, that they don't even look up to go and learn something else.
Mm-hmm.
They're just subservient. It's like, okay, and not thinking for themselves at all.
And this can happen in a lot of different situations.
Hmm.
Or we're still recuperating from the things that people have spoken into our lives so long ago.
And not knowing that we don't have to be held hostage to that.
Mhm.
Getting another
Perspective.
yes, getting some more information, changing who we listen to. Now, just because you were born in a certain family, that's the family you were born into. You don't have any control of that. You do have control of who's going to speak into your life. We do at some age, we get to choose if I'm going to listen to what I've heard,
Mm-hmm.
and or I'm going to buy into what I've heard, or I'm going to keep following that same school of thought. And there are some people who never change the school of thought because they don't get off the block, they don't get out the house, and it's the same thing. Okay, so
When they get out of the house, they leave with the same people.
oh
They,
yeah,
they get out the house to meet up with the same.
right. TJ's online. TJ, what you got for us?
Hello, good morning, everybody.
Good
I just
morning.
wanted to relate to the conversation, but I'm assuming you're talking about people being able to rise above whatever circumstance that they're in to be better or to change their lives. Is that what it is?
Yes, because we're talking about without you can't move forward without changing your frame of mind.
Okay, got it. So I love this topic because I feel like a lot of people give their power away, and they may know it or not know it. They externalize everything, if that makes sense, instead of looking inside and saying, "Okay, I've got the power in my life to make a change."
Mm-hmm.
It is, they react instead of being proactive, and people use that word proactive, but it means that the thing that you want to have is in you. It's not somebody giving you the power. You have it in you. You just have to listen to yourself internally and then build it up. It may be a weak signal inside of you, but it's there. But a lot of people look externally, and that's because the society we have is based on celebrity.
Yeah.
And that's a big part of it. That people go, "Oh, I want to live an opener like Oprah." Well, Oprah has a lot of problems. Or I want to live like the Kardashians, or whoever, whatever actress, celebrity, or whatever you think, because you're looking externally, you think their lives are so great. But if you were in their shoes, it would be a different view, a different mindset.
Right, because
go ahead.
No, because their DNA is different.
Mm-hmm.
Their frame of mind is different.
And see, the thing is that whatever you think a celebrity has a superpower, they don't have a superpower. They just honed in or tuned in their internal view to say, "I want to be an actress. I want to be a musician. I want to be whatever." And they put effort into that. And people look at, and I always say, people look at the end result of a celebrity's career. Like, you could say Michael Jackson, Beyonce, or any of those people. They started out as young children being taught something or disciplined something at a young age. So they've been doing that all their life. And you're looking at the culmination of 30 years or 50 years or whatever. And you go, "Well, I want to be that kind of superstar. I want to be that celebrity." You have to be disciplined and start. You could start as a child or start now. It's never too late to start to get what you want to have. You can see what's going on now, the Great Resignation, they're calling it, where everybody's quitting their jobs and finally figuring out, this job makes me sick, or I don't want to go to it. Let me find a new path. That's what it's about. So they've woken up and said, the power's in me to change my life, not externally. Someone isn't going to give you this magic wand to change your life. You've already got it. You just got to look inside of yourself and say, "This is what I want to do." And then you got to plan the steps. And then you got to do the steps. It's really easy, but it's hard in execution. I think that's where everybody falls down, is the execution part of it, where they have to do it. That's where they fall down. Yeah. I hear the mic.
And I was with you saying that, I was listening to somebody and they were saying, you got to do the boring stuff. It gets boring to do the same thing every day where you got to get up and check your emails, get up, answer the phone, make the phone calls, doing all the stuff that it takes after you get the business or whatever up and running. You're still going to have to perform those same things every single day. And if your frame of mind is like, oh, I don't feel like doing it, you're not going to see the success that you want, because it requires you doing the uncomfortable, boring stuff every day.
Mm.
And you're right. You have to move out of the comfortable mindset that you're in, or the comfortable place that you're in your life, and you go, oh boy, I wish I had a new job, or I wish I had this or that. But you're sitting in a comfortable place wishing for that thing, and then you got to get up and do it, and do the hard stuff of, okay, if I got to study or go to school, that means I can't do this activity after my job. Like, whatever it is, you got to put that aside and go get the schooling, get the training, get whatever it is. I remember one of my coworkers years ago, she would always come in like every few days with a new hairstyle, and it was very creative. You could tell that was her passion, was hairstyling. And I was telling her, she was like, oh, I really want to go to cosmetology school, and I want my own salon. I said, well, okay, so you got to make room for that. Because she was married with kids, and she was like, oh, I don't know how. I said, well, you got to cut something out. Something that's not job related or family related that's necessary. You got to cut whatever that is out so you have space to go to cosmetology school. And she thought about it, and she did it. Now she's doing hair, and she has, a salon and all of that other stuff. But you have to say, hey, this is what I want, but I'm in a comfortable spot, and I got to cut something out in order to train or discipline myself or get the knowledge I need to go from here to there. I hear the mic.
Yep. We are talking about, you can't move forward without this, or move forward with this, with the right frame of mind. Nobody can give you the right frame of mind. We can tell you that you need it. We can tell you that it's going to be difficult to do things in life without it, but we can't go in there and open up your skull and fix your frame of mind. That's something we all have to build. I have to build my frame of mind for the success that I want to see. I got to get in there, read new books. I heard about a book that Christina Luna told me about the six-figure woman, and how that book changed her, her thinking, where, yeah, I can do this too. And it wasn't like a get rich quick scheme, because when you hear I can make six figures, and okay, it wasn't that type. It was like, you need to think differently. It's okay for you to succeed. There are a lot of people who don't think it's okay for them to succeed.
Yep. Seriously. I'm telling you, the thought of success can be scary sometimes. Like, oh, how do I fill all those orders? I know when people would come up and say, how am I going to fill all those orders? I was like, so maybe I don't want to advertise, because it was just bringing so much business I wouldn't be able to do. How about we get the business and then we figure it out?
And get some help. See, that's the other thing. We tend to try and do, because they talk about solopreneurs, so we tend to try and do everything ourselves, DIY, pay somebody to help you. But then what is the frame of mind? Well, if I bring them on, they're going to try and take over. If I bring them on, they might steal from me. So these are all legitimate thoughts that come up, but you have to push past some of that stuff in order to move forward. If you keep trying to do the books yourself, but you're not good at math, this is not going to be a good look. We are constantly, we need to bring in the help you need. Good morning, Jill. You must rethink. You must reframe your mind, like do a renovation. Okay, if the house is crumbling and it's not working, let's tear this one down and rebuild. Or maybe you just need to do carpet and paint. In real estate, when there's three types of homes. One is brand spanking new, and there's nothing wrong with it. You just move in and put your stuff in and you're good. Then there's those that have been updated. Updated means that you got new carpet, paint, maybe some new appliances and things of that nature, new flooring. But then there's the renovated house. The renovated house means you tore it down to the studs, to the framing, to make sure the foundation is good, the framing is right, and now you're rebuilding on top of a better frame, on building on top of a better mindset, if you will, because we're talking about that here. I need to reframe. If my thinking is off and I think somebody's out to get me, I'm not going to go very far in business. It's not going to happen. I want to go forward, and I'm like, I'm not going to be able to move because I have all of these fears or all of these things I think is going to happen when I get successful. Or as I become successful, because you never arrive at it.
Interesting. Okay. Well, Miss Smith has several comments over here.
And let's go with this. They can't see it, and you get stuck on a part of it and get scared. The last one before Jill. They can't see it, and you get stuck on a part of it and get scared. You can you reach a certain part, and now you got to move to the next part, and you're like, oh no. Like, even when you're making more money, you're in another tax bracket now. There's a lot of people who want to stay poor because they don't want to pay more taxes.
Sorry, she says, I don't know how to call in.
No worry, down and say that over on Clubhouse you can
call in.
There are people who don't want to get off. Okay, so they don't want to get healed and get their health together, because then they have to give up their SSI or their
unemployment or their
or whatever they're getting, the Medicare or something, because they're healthy now. And so there's a lot of people who will just like, well, no, that's okay, I'm gonna stay right here so I can keep getting this check. What is your frame of mind? The frame of mind matters, and you can't move forward without the right frame of mind. So today we were talking about that. Anybody else want to weigh in on anything? Just having the right frame of mind to do what you need to do. And it's going to come down to today. Terry always talks about get somewhere and sit down. You're going to need to get quiet. If your mind is running like a freight train and it's flying all over the place and stuff is happening, you're going to have to get someplace and sit down, get quiet. Find a quiet place. Because these are my little notes that I wrote down here. Nothing works if the mind is not prepared. I want to do something, but I haven't made up my mind to do it. Like working out. I have to make up my mind to work out. I am determined to do this, so I need to make up my mind that I'm going to do it, or else I won't do it. There are strategies and what are the challenges? Somebody said, okay, 75-day challenge, drink the water, do this. Well, that's that person's, that was their challenge, their remedy. And other people jumped on, which is fine, but that was built for them. So what is yours? What's mine? There are no strategies, no tips, no principles that will work if we do not make up our minds to do this or that. If we don't make up our minds to do this or that, we won't do this or that. We got to make it up in our mind that this is what I'm going to do. I determined that I will be successful at Biz Chicks. I will be successful at real estate. I will be successful at Terry Johnson Online. I will be successful at Breathing Space. I have to make that up in my mind or it will not work. And we talked about today that the term TJ mentioned. Go ahead, TJ.
I was just going to add to what you just said that, and you also have to give yourself grace in that it's not going to happen overnight.
Thank you. There you go.
It may take a while, but do the steps. That's where planning comes into play. And I mean planning as in writing it down. You don't have to make this elaborate business plan or this plan. Just say, I want this goal. Write it down. Use your phone, whatever, and say step one. How do I get there? Well, I need to do this. I need to do that. Write all those steps down and then just breathe and think about it. Get clear, and get right with yourself and then say, okay, how long is step one going to take? And give yourself some grace period if it doesn't happen in a week or a month or 6 months. Give yourself grace to allow it to happen. Just be easy on yourself.
Yes, 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 yes. The determination comes from within, and it's difficult to make a decision in a whirlwind of distraction. So that's why finding a quiet space is important. A garden, a beach, a room that quiets you. Maybe you don't have a garden or a beach around you, but you need to create a sacred space or a quiet space in your home and find your quiet space, make up your mind, and then go do whatever it is. Like TJ said, get your plans together. In order for you to sit down and plan, you need to have a quiet space.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because there are so many distractions, so many things going on, and we need to work on our frame of mind. And that's you. Dr. Caroline Leaf says you can go 3 days. You might be able to go. Okay, what is it? 3 days. I gotta find the quote. But she talked about you're thinking all the time. You don't ever go 3 seconds without thinking.
Mm-hmm.
You can go 3 days without food. No, 3 days without water. I think it's 30 days without food, 3 days without water, 3 minutes without oxygen, but you cannot go 3 seconds without thinking.
Mm-hmm.
You will always have thoughts running through your mind.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I was like, wow, okay. So our mind must be managed, and we need to learn how to manage it well. Anything else, Terry?
I think we're good. I think good. This mind being you.
I think we're complete. Just adjusting your frame of mind to allow for more success in your life, to get the things that you want, to get done what you want to do. And make sure it's your plan and your purpose, something that you decided that you wanted to do, and we're not following the crowd. So, TJ, what do you got coming up tomorrow?
Okay, we're going to start talking about content strategies.
Yay. All right. So make sure you tune in tomorrow, same time, same channel on the live, bizchicks.live. And TJ will be talking to us about building content, especially in the world that we're living right now. Okay, we don't have a yellow pages. So this is what we need to do. So I want to thank everybody joining live on the replay. Thank you so much. And we're looking forward to having you connect with the Biz Chicks community. You can do that by texting biz to 33777 and join Biz Chicks, or just go to bizchicks.net and check out our new site over there and join in. We love to have you as a part of the community. Appreciate your time this morning. And Terry, anything else?
I want everybody to remember to go to the front of your own line. It's okay to take care of you and to handle your business. Have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.